So I have been reading, of course, I read all the video blogs that we introduce yourself, and I've been thinking and thinking and thinking about something that many people mention repeatedly, both this semester and in previous semesters. And when they answer the question, what's one thing I would want to be better at? A lot of people said time management. And then including in time management is procrastination, but they're really the same beast. Is is just not being able to get things done. And there's always a lot of different strategies, of course, that I'm not going to share because you already know that scheduling, using a calendar, post-it notes, reminders, and things like that. But what I was thinking about what blocks me for getting things done is sometimes when I have something that I need to do and then I sit down to do it, I might not be fully ready and fully prepared to do it, and then it becomes excruciating. And this can significantly change the results of what you do or if you even get it done. And as a student, that I think that happens as a student, that you may have work, even how minimal it might be. I mean, going in and answering a discussion post for a chapter to me is kind of on the small scale of the kind of things you will be doing even more. So what I suggest, or what I use actually, is this process where I know it's going to sound crazy, but this is what I use. I think about, I move from the primal way of doing things, and then and this is all part of ideation, right? Because if I know I have to do something, I'm going to start over. So if I know I have to do something like a discussion post, or for example, I had applied for this full-time job because I'm only part-time, right? I applied for this full-time job today, but I found the job yesterday, but I wasn't ready to apply for it. I read through it a couple times, and I just let it soak and marinate in my head as I wrote the cover letter in my mind. And then, so that's the part when I kind of the primal mind is just able to think freely about something. So I implanted an idea. I thought freely about it. My process is to go to sleep that night and then to wake up the next day, and first thing I'm ready to jump into it. So the second part, so we have ideation, and I wrote this on my whiteboard. And then we have recording that. That's how you record whatever you were thinking about or the ideas. You don't necessarily have to write them in complete sentences, or you don't have to it doesn't have to be a paragraph form. It's just what ideas came. I like bullet points. Like if I bullet point some of my ideas, later I can write sentences about them. But if I had not recorded them, I would lose them. So record them. This is where when the analog kind of comes in, is record them, write them down on a post-it note, write them down on a scrap of paper. You do not have to type this up at this point. Write it down. If you must use digital, then just record yourself, voice recorder, email it to you. If you text it to you, might not check. For some reason, they don't have mark as unread as a text message options, and they should. And so once you've recorded these things, and then you have time to sit down and get it done, you've already thought about it. You've already recorded some of your ideas. So now you have all the ingredients. It's like having all the ingredients. Because a lot of people, let's say they want to cook dinner, they run out and they have to go shopping. They don't even know they didn't even create a list. It could be very stressful. So this is kind of like thinking about what you want, creating a list, and then executing. And the executing is whenever you do what you need to do. So that is the process that I use. But even before I go through that process, which is really important, I go through a process of visualizing myself doing the thing, carrying out the task, writing the paragraph, whatever it is that I'm going to do eventually and know I need to do. I visualize myself doing it, because then when it comes time to do it, I've already gotten that piece. And then if you use that kind of 3-part process I just talked about, the ideation, the recording, and then the execution, then you have all the pieces. So don't think it's like I'm going to sit down and then I've got to do it all at once. Do it in small pieces and let your mind like start to chew on it. And then when you get ready to do it, you're already halfway there. Hopefully that makes sense, but I wanted to offer you something in my mind of minds, and this is what I came up with. I went to the whiteboard. There's probably a few kind of details I may have missed. Yeah, I think that'll do it. I think that's good, but hopefully that's helpful to you if you really want to overcome that. You know, don't allow your mind to be continually distracted by things that are happening outside. Take some time and let your mind chew. I call it chewing. Chew on some ideas that you have, and you're going to see a significant difference in the outcome. Have a great day.